Schools. Welcome back to webmasterlessons.com. This is Mike Pierre, and this is part 2 of how to make a website in Flash. Okay, so in the last part I left off with creating this nice little line right there, right? And you see my keyframe is full. So what I am going to do, since I'm going to make this website really big, well, not real big, but with parts. I'm going to click on frame 50. I pressed F5. So that's how far my frame is going to go out. Okay? And in more details and more tutorials, you're going to see why. Okay, now I'm going to take my line tool once again, and I'm going to make a line right here. Make sure it's straight, right? Then I'm going to take my text tool, and first and foremost, I already got what is called fonts that's already pre-installed in my system that you guys won't see. One thing I would like you guys to know is that you guys could go to my website at webmasterlessons.com to download the free fonts that I install in my system. I put them in packs, and every week I upload a new pack for you, which includes up to 30 fonts. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, you see my color of my text is going to be red. I will make that darker gray, and then I am going to click right there, and I'm going to put logo. By the way, this file is going to be available for you guys to download, so you guys can edit yourself if you like this site. And then I will, you see where my mouse is and the size, it's going different, and I'm not even clicking inside of it. It's cool, huh? That's some features from Flash. Or I can click right inside of it if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm going to go up to font 89. I try to hit 90 on the dot, but whatever. Then this is my logo right here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click back on my text tool, change the color to red, and I'm just going to write banner space. I highlight it, bring it down a font, a size, change the font. As a matter of fact, these are all my fonts, and I always keep adding, but since this is one of my computers, this is really not my designing computer. It's just my work computer. So I'm just gonna put this to Arial, and then I'm gonna keep that black, Arial black, because that's more of a designing type of Arial. Then I'm just gonna bring it down by pressing my arrow key, putting it in the middle. Alright, and I'm gonna click anywhere outside. So right here, we're gonna name all this. You know what? I'm going to name that right now. I'm going to show you guys a little, well, one of the biggest things in Flash. I'm going to highlight everything right here, and I am going to convert this to a symbol. Right? I'm gonna make that a button. You can make this either movie clip, button, or graphic, and they have registration points. What I was told is when I make a website in Flash to keep my registration point in the middle, but it by default is always to the top left corner. So I'm just gonna keep it in the middle for now. I'm not going to talk about registration. If you guys want to know more in detail, look it up. So I'm going to convert this to a button, and I'm going to call that banner 1, right? I'm going to press OK. Okay. Now you see that I can put an instance name. I'm going to put an instance name of banner 1. And then I'm going to press enter so it could just be there. Now, if you see this little right arrow, that's the ActionScript panel. That's where you put the ActionScript code. You are making this in ActionScript 2, not in 3. So we're going to put code for ActionScript 2, not 3. Alright, so we're going to go back into my ActionScript panel. And then here's a pre-made code that I'm just going to put in there. It's called onReleased. Get URL http whatever your domain name.com, comma, blank, because we want it to go blank, we want it to go by itself. And we're gonna close that. So when somebody clicks the banner space, or if you have the advertisement right there, you can they'll go directly to the website that the ad is coming from. And if that is AdSense, then there's a little more to it. Just private message me, or I'll just put a little tutorial after I'm finished on that. Yeah, I will. Better idea. So now what I will do is I'm going to create more pages. So what I do, you see, I could delete it if I want. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna I could make a new folder. That's for a reason. I might do that, I might not. I'm gonna click new layer. I'm gonna click that probably 4 times. I'm gonna call this home. Actually, cancel. I'm gonna click it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too many. Well, depends. But for me right now, it's too many. Click that delete. Click on layer 2. Call that. I'm gonna call that home. Click on layer 6. Well, the next layer above. I'm gonna call that about. Layer 7. I'm gonna call that home about products. Now I'm gonna call that portfolio. Okay, and then you know what? I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna call that contact. And then the layer above that, I'm gonna call that actions. And I'm going to put that in uppercase letters. Okay, now what I will do, you see everything's in my structure page, so I'm going to lock that layer. And if I wanted to, I could lock all these layers by clicking on the top button. I could unlock all of them, just lock one individually. Then I am going to click on home. I'm going to click on frame 10. And now I'm going to press F6. And you see it put a little empty square. So everything on my structure page is going to stay the same. So for about, I'm going to click on frame 15, press F6 again. For portfolio, I'm going to click on frame 20, press F6 again. Contact, frame 25, press F6. And actions, I'm going to keep that empty, and you'll see why. Well, this is it for part 2. I'm going to go on to part 3, so stay tuned. webmasterlessons.com.